Yeah. Greetings and salutations, everybody. My name is Michael Schwan. Welcome to the stream. Today is Sunday, August 22nd, 2021. That's not my password. That's my password. Sorry, we're not completely set up and everything yet, but I was like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What's going on with my camera? It's fine. Dang it, I missed the token. Anywho, so hello. Today is Sunday, which means it's Creative Sundays, which means we're going to be working on projects and stuff. I do have two things that I would very much like to get done. I would very much like to get done, if all possible. So first I'm going to go ahead and start up Stream Raiders. So there's two things that if I can at least get them recorded, I would love to get them edited. But of course, we'll see whether editing actually happens, which is play Tarkov and get to level 42. That is something that I would love to do. It's not something that's going to be done on stream today. It probably won't be done on stream on Tuesday either, because there's not going to be a stream on Tuesday. Because my internet is supposed to be being fixed on Tuesday. It's holding up right now, which is good. We have internet right now, and it's being a nice, good, solid 5,000 kilobits per second. That's what we like. That's what we like. Oh, coffee's so good. Oh, man, why is coffee so good? Still working on actually getting everything set up. All right. Stream Raiders battle is up and running. So the two things that I would like to get done today is I would like to get a guide recorded at the very least for Escape from Tarkov, and I would at least like to get recorded the first impression for Ender Lilies. If we can get both of those recorded, and if we can get both of those, and hello, good morning, Amner. Welcome. We can get those recorded. And if also no cap and bed hair. This isn't bed hair actually. This is I brushed it and didn't use hairspray or molding product on it because I'm gonna put the hat on. And I was like, I don't need to style my hair if I'm gonna put the hat on. But it's just still just a little bit wet in the back. And until I need to put the hat on, I want to try and let it dry just a little bit more. So we're going to start with the Escape from Tarkov stuff is where we're going to be starting, because that one shouldn't take very long. How's it going? It's going well, Amner. It is going quite well. At least as long as I look inward. As long as I only look at what's happening right here and don't look other places, it's going quite well. Pandemic is not going well in America, and yeah, I've been working from home for like 18 months, and they're like, we're gonna go back to the office on September 1st, and we got an email on Friday that was like, never mind, stay the fuck home, and we were like, yeah, all right, cool. But as long as I look inward, within these walls, damn near, my close friends and my wife and my daughter, things going real great right there. Real great. Streaming world, also feeling real good. Outside of my internet being a big old jerky jerk. Like, my internet's been being a big meanie. Do I like working from home? I really do. I really do a lot. I feel like it's a must. For the work that I do, and my approach to work and stuff like that, it feels so much easier for me to do work. Feels a lot healthier. I also, one of the biggest things for me is I never feel like I have enough time in the day, just like in general. Never feel like I have enough time. And working from home gives me more time. I don't have to wake up and get ready and drive to work. I could just wake up, throw on clothes, and go sit down at, my computer. My commute is, 40 seconds instead of 20 to 40 minutes depending on the day, and that's a really big thing for me personally. Same with after work, especially because the traffic after work seems to be way worse for whatever reason than the traffic on the way to work. And that sucks. It's like, I just want to get home, and I know you all want to get home too, but you're in the way. But I do like it a lot. There are just a couple of small things that you're like, this probably wouldn't have happened this way, or this would have went a lot smoother if I was physically in the office. But those are one out of every 100, if not more, situations. But I do like it a lot. And I am really glad that I do have an agreement in place for when we do physically go back to the office, what my schedule will be. And yeah, I will still have 2 days working from home. One of the best things to make traffic pollution go down would be to stagger both starting and ending times across every business. Well, I mean, that's one of the things about like modern society in general, is that we've kind of just decided and established that the work day, I said, I'm a night owl, and just the people that built, no, not built, decided that not that morning people are the correct people, and therefore things important should happen in the morning when they are ready to start winding down is when it's time to stop. And that I don't agree with, because not everyone operates the same way. And then you run into the problem that I will sometimes run into of, I work 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. I need to go get an oil change. Oh, well, we're open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, or like 9 to 6. And it's like, okay, 9 to 6, but we don't take any new appointments after 5 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, okay. So if I want to do basic like life maintenance, I have to take time off of work. You provide a service to people, but you are not here to provide a service to people that work the same hours as you do. And a large part of all of that, 100%, is just profit. It's just about capitalism. It's just about making as much money as possible. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. I'm not singing that. If that's supposed to be a song, I don't know it. Or if it's based off of like a reference or something, I don't know it. To disappoint. Okay, I need to clean this up just a little bit. Dolly Parton 9 to 5. Yeah, I don't know it. I don't know it. Let's see what that suppressor's worth before I go selling it off. I disappoint you. I know. I disappoint so many people. I'm sorry for that. And I'm sorry for that. I need to clean this up for the freaking video. What is that? One more craft, relatively, and we'll be done. See you in a moment, Eve. Need to clean this up. Na. Because it will be in the way for recording. That's right. Luckily, we can clean pretty quickly. Scott Scabbers. Good morning or good evening for you. I hope you're well. I'm working on cleaning up so that we can actually, so that we can record, because we can't record right now because the thing that I need to record, I need the space where all this garbage is. All this garbage. So we're trying to clean it up real quick. So that we can do some recording. I don't want that in there. I'll put it in here instead. Thank you. Is that what's left? That's what's left. Okay. Oh, I realized I didn't put on music, did I? What's wrong with me? It's Sunday morning, and I was already cutting it close on the stream, and so I'm still doing that. It's alright, we're almost done here. We're almost done. And I won't want the record. I won't want music when I'm trying to do the recording anyway, so. You playing Tarkov, that's what's wrong with you. Yeah, you're right. I know. The worst. The worst. Just trying to clean up right now so I can do the video. Can't put that in there? Well, that's dumb. Okay. We've cleaned up. Bam. Where can't you put the multi-tool? The multi-tool can't go in the fucking Lucky Scav junk box. I can't put it in there. And the boss cap can't go in your secure container, apparently. These can go in here. Move that there. Tuck that in there for now. There we go. All right. All right. Give me just one quick moment. Oh, actually. Chilling after having to be an adult and having to be social. Gross. Disgusting. All right. I realize that I don't actually need to adjust lights or put hat on or anything just yet because we're just going to be recording this screen. Yeah, okay. But I can do that from this screen. We got 14 minutes. That should be plenty of time. All right. Let me get the recording started. No, it should be done in time, Eve. I'm only, this is a piece of the Tarkov video that I need to record separately, and then we'll go to a different screen where I'm visible and stuff like that to record everything else. So this should only take just a moment because all we're doing is repairing 31 guns. Just repairing 31 guns. Okay. Okay, so the way that you want to do this, you can see right here that I have weapon maintenance level 50. I've held it at level 50 so that I'm able to show you how I'm leveling it up so quickly and how we can get it up to level 51. And we're going to do that right now, and it should only take a few minutes to get that very last level. Now, for the sake of display and sake of showing you, I'm not going to be doing this as cost efficiently as I normally have been because I do want to get this all done as quickly as possible to show you what I've been doing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the flea market, and we're going to go over here to weapons, and we're just going to click on assault carbines. And what we're looking for is we're looking for all the scav guns, the shitty guns that people are selling for almost no money that then you can repair and then sell either to mechanic or fence to try and make a little bit of money back. So we have this MacLeod VPO 136 that has a durability of 61 of 68. That's great. We want to purchase that one. And so we have another one here, 44 of 52. We want to purchase that one. 46 of 53, give us that one. And let me see if I see one of the ones that is a concern for us as we're going through here. So we're going to just buy as many of them as we can. I normally only try to buy guns that are at around 10,000 rubles or less because that means you're losing as little money as possible or potentially even making money depending on what the final durability of the gun is. Oftentimes, if you're able to repair a gun to 60 durability or higher, you will end up making some of your money back on it, or at least really minimizing the amount of loss that you have. For the sake of trying to make sure that we get there. Okay, so here's one thing that I do want to show you and be careful of as well. So we have this one right here, 49 of 50. Looking at this screen, looks like we might be able to repair it. It is at 49.9 of 50, which we will not be able to repair. Another thing to keep in mind when you see those, like this 63 of 64, 63.7, there's also sometimes some that will be repaired and they'll be at that like 59.8 mark, and it'll say 59.8 of 59.8, and you won't actually be able to repair it. So we're going to go through here. There's normally nothing that you can purchase that is worth purchasing in bolt actions. Assault rifles, as long as they're below 12K, especially if it's like an AK-74 or a AK-101, AK-105, something like that. Those normally sell well, even defense to where you're breaking even or profiting. Marksman rifles normally are never worth anything. Pistols, normally not. If you see them below the price of new ones, if you're just looking to get some extra repair skill for that weapon maintenance in, you can, but these very rarely are ever actually in the ballpark. The ones you want the most are assault carbines, where you're mostly going to be buying those MacLeod VPO 136s and SKSs, or SMGs, where you're going to be buying a ridiculous number of Ketters and Saiga 9s. So let's go through here and find some more that we can purchase, because we do need about 31 guns to get that last level. So that's at 51 of 52, which means that we can buy that one. 50 of 50 we don't want. like I said, I'm not going to be trying to be super efficient with my money because I do want to just display this. Let me look at this Papa Shop. See, here we go. 61.9 to 61.9. Someone repaired this, but this says 61 of 62. That's why you got to make sure, because if you buy this, it's not going to do anything for you. You're not going to get anything out of it. You won't be able to repair it, and you're just going to lose a bit of money when you sell it to mechanic or fence. So we're just going to go through here. I'm going to buy extras because I actually wasn't counting on how many I've purchased. But I do want to make sure that we get through here. Normally, I wouldn't be buying these 13K ones because it's not efficient. And it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to do this as cheaply as possible. What durability is this guy? 50, 51. 56, 57. As long as you can repair one durability point, it's normally good to go. Okay. Do we think we got 30 guns? Does that look... That should be 30 guns. All right. So then what we do, for myself personally, I've been keeping this empty space here in my stash. I'll start at the bottom, and so that I know which ones I've repaired and not have to like reopen them and stuff like that, I'll move one down. We go to repair. And it does not matter who you repair with. You do not get more points the more points that you repair. You do not get more points for repairing with skier or mechanic. You just need to repair the gun. And so what happens is every time we do a repair, we are going to be getting 3.8 skill points. So this should go from 0.5 to 4.3, unless they change something in the time since I was grinding this and the time that I'm recording this video. So boom, bam, we recorded one. Skills, go down here. 4.3. And so you end up needing about 31 guns per skill point. And so if with 51 levels, if you're looking at we'll just I know it doesn't take 100 skill points at lower ends, but if it's 100 skill points per level, 51 levels, we're looking at 5,100 skill points. You're looking at repairing a ridiculous number of guns, which I have. I've repaired an absolutely absurd number of guns. It is, I don't want to insure it, thank you. But luckily, I would say that I've probably lost only around maybe 3 to 4 million rubles total doing this. Obviously, it would be ideal if I didn't have to just burn through cash, especially just to grind a skill that is only going to make so much of a difference. But while we had the ability to do so, and while I had the ability to show off how to do so, I wanted to take that opportunity. We're just rolling through, repairing guns. It's great. And you will see in your notifications in the bottom right where you see the item successfully repaired. You will see that say weapon maintenance skill level, 48 or whatever it is that you're currently grinding it to. I'm just going to repair until we hit 30, until we get those 31 repairs, which will give us that final skill point. If you can repair things to 60 or higher, it's good because that means you'll be able to sell it to mechanic instead of fence, and you will get a little bit more money for it, just to help you minimize those losses when you're doing this repair spam to get your skill points up. I didn't say it was exciting. I said it worked. Whether the benefits of doing so are worth it, that's a whole nother question. But it does work. And it's one more small advantage. Skill weapon maintenance leveled up to 51. So, and that will give us elite weapon maintenance, which then means that there is no wear during a repair, and our guns and everything wear out significantly less, which means, so on this one, 52 of 56, even if we repair through Prapper, it should lose nothing, no matter what. So it means you can take your brand new guns, like my T5000 here, which, mind you, bolt action is not going to wear out very fast, but I can now repair it, even when it's only losing currently missing 1.1 durability, repair it, and it's back to 100, and I never have to lose full wear on my guns, so that I can use them as long as I'm able to keep them or keep alive or get them back from insurance. I'll repair the rest of these and sell them another time, but let's go ahead and keep on going with the video. And end the recording. Okay, let me repair that. Let me just repair the rest of these and sell them off for my own peace of mind. And then we'll run the Stream Raiders battle, and then we'll record the opening and ending of that video, because that's actually just going to be like the middle of it, of explaining what we're doing and how we're doing it, and then there's going to be a opening for it, and then an ending of like why you might want to do this and why it's both good but also maybe not potentially worth it. And then after we record that, I'm going to immediately shift into recording the Ender Lily's first impression, and then we'll just see how much editing we can get done by the end of the stream. And then we'll see if we get through all of the editing. If we do, awesome. See, we didn't even lose that much money. I don't know what we started with, but it wasn't very much. It was not very much. Okay, and I believe I'm done in Tarkov for now, until I come back to play it later today. Hide out, work with me. Thank you. What are you crafting? Grenade case, you got 45 minutes left on you. Generator, you good on fuel, good enough on fuel. While we're waiting on that Stream Raiders battle, I'm just going to check a couple of things. Pliers, are you cheap? Nah, not as cheap as I want you to be. GP coins... I think I'm alright on those. 18K for the receiver of a Lone Star? Damn. It's tempting if I didn't already have a big old pile of guns. I can actually remove this from my wish list now. I found one. I can remove this from my wish list. I want this to go... cheaper. I want this cheaper. A ultra medical key. I found an ultra medical key. Rebubu Blaze. Do I have enough pliers? I'm missing one plier. Okay. You're sold out of those. Okay. Close this down. Oh! Alrighty then. How are we looking on the battle? You know, while I'm sitting here, I'm just gonna we got what? Maybe enough time for me to get Athena's Stream Raiders open and place a unit for her. We'll see. Oh, Canadiana with that stabby sheep. I'm guessing the reason you want to max your repair is so you can keep your weapons good. There's two things that it does, Scott Scabbers, and I'll be explaining this in the video as well. But the two things that it does is it makes your guns wear out slower, which is one of the big ones, is that your guns don't wear out as fast when you're actively using them. Not to say that that makes sense, but game mechanics are game mechanics, right? So it makes your guns wear out slower, which means that they will operate better for you in theory. And then you do get that nice repair. But the question is, how worth it is that? Because oftentimes in Tarkov you die, and often when you die you lose your weapon, you lose your gun. You can get them back from insurance if you paid for it. So there's a chance if someone didn't take it, you could get it back, or if you have a friend carry it out. But a lot of the times you die and they take your gun and you never see it again. And so even if you had shot, 500 bullets through it and it was at, we'll say, 88 durability of 100, that 88 durability isn't a huge deal yet, because the difference between 100 durability and 88 durability is very small. So making it where, it wore down to, 90, 94 instead of 88, there's not really a large difference between those numbers either, which is the difference that having that maxed out skill would do. Being able to repair it to 100 is nice, because it does mean that if you are keeping a gun a long time, you can just keep that gun forever. But it likely won't matter too much, because by the time that it would matter, you have probably lost the gun. And that's the problem with the skill, is just the way the game works mechanically. It just doesn't work towards that skill truly being beneficial, but it is grindable through the process that I just showed. And that's kind of what I wanted to show and talk about, and also talk about the skill as well. SMGs, and that's something that I'll mention as well, Eve, is that in specific circumstances, it can make a difference, but only in those specific circumstances. 2 healers, 2 busters, either which can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Murder, followed by second place El Canadiano, third place to myself. Most assists to Marcela? Yeah, Marcela, 10, with the only assist. MP5, which you put around 300 ammo through, is down to 82%. Yeah. Going random in 5. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Scott Scabbers with the healers. Athena with the busters. Rigged. I threw Athena's unit out there just to rig it. All right. Shooty shoots. Over here. Shooty shoots over here. Boop. Athena's Stream Raiders makes noise. I'd love it if it didn't. Mute. Thank you. Don't make noise no mo. Don't make noise no mo. All right. You got 3-ish hours to make 2 mil. So let's wait. Why? Why? I'm confused. Why do you have to make 2 mil in Tarkov in 3-ish hours? My intelligence center be done. I'll need to buy the mats for a scav case. And in Skyscrapers, it's unlikely that we'll have a wipe anytime soon. We are about 7 weeks. About 7 weeks into this current wipe. And so, because it wiped on June 30th. Rio with the fucking push-ups. God damn. We're about 7 weeks into this current wipe, which you wiped on June 30th. And wipes normally last about 6 months-ish. So I don't want to go to work, so you must suffer. I'm sorry. All right. I'll do push-ups in just a minute, though. Goodbye. This guy. Thanks, Real. I resisted doing the workout, do the recording. I'm going to record this, and then I'll do the push-ups, and I'll recover while we're switching stuff over for Ender Lilies. See, when it comes to Tarkov, I know nothing, Michael Schwandt. That's fine. It is nothing against you for not knowing. I am very happy to explain anything that I do have the knowledge to explain. Okay. This is the screen that I want to record. This is the screen that I want on stream. And I need some notes. I don't think I built any notes like for this yet, so let's get some. Let's make some right now. Right now. There's some notes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Where'd my notes go? I had notes for this, but they're gone. All right, well, I'll just grab the notes from this and copy those and then change them. Yeah. Make it bigger. And we also actually want to view so like this, that makes it as small as possible. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the hydrate, Scott Scabbers. Rework of weapon durability. Reduces gun wear. Reduces active gun wear. What's the other thing that it fucking does? Oh, okay. I have other notes that I need to grab real quick. Because I had done some number crunches. I need a calculator. I also need to look real quick and see on I need to see if it says how many points it actually takes to level something. No, that's the experience levels, not skill levels. Because I don't remember how many skill points, what levels it takes to get till each level just takes 100 points. But it doesn't look like it shows on the wiki. Because I know it starts at like 10, 20, 30, and then like 50, 70, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Okay. I won't worry about it. Calculator. Let's go ahead and get some more numbers real quick. 51 times 100 times 373. $5,100 divided by 3.8. I'm just going to round that up to 1,350. I'm not quite done with those numbers yet. 1,350 times 1,500. Okay. I don't think there's any actual... Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I don't need any other numbers from that. Cool. I'm so good at spelling the word suppressors. Mm-hmm. Okay. How are we doing on time for the battle? 17 minutes? Should be plenty of time. Should be plenty of time. Let's go over here. View mode, viewing. There. Crunchy crunch, man. Crunchy crunch. All right. Record. This should just be a green screen, right? Yes. Record. Bam. Let's do this. All right. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwan and welcome to the channel. I have another Tarkov video for you today, and today we are going to be talking about, as well as showing a guide to how to grind up your weapon maintenance skill and whether that's actually worth it or not. So weapon maintenance is a skill that was kind of there before, but it was hidden down in all of the grayed out skills, but it was actually, we'll just call it activated and made available in something that you can actually get skill points in with the rework of gun durability that came into effect with the new wipe that started in 12.11. Now, what does weapon maintenance do and how do you get the points for it? So you get points for it by just repairing damaged guns. That's it. That's the only way to get points for it. And in terms of what it does, as you get more levels in it, it does two things. The first is it reduces the amount of durability loss you get when you fire a gun up to 50% at max level. So, you know, you're putting in good ammo, you're using suppressors, you're burning through that durability. Having a high level of weapon maintenance will mean that you're not dealing as much damage to your gun. Does that make sense? I don't know, but it's what the devs chose, and that's how it is right now, so we're just going to roll with it. The other thing it does is it reduces the amount of wear that you have on your gun when you repair it, because right now, whenever you repair anything, it'll reduce the maximum durability that whatever that item can have, whether it's a gun or armor or otherwise. And so we'll say you have a 100 durability gun, you shot it down to 80, you're going to repair it with Prapor, and Prapor's like, well, I'm going to repair it, but I fucking suck at repairing it, so I'm going to it's going to lose either somewhere between 0 to 4.2 of its maximum durability when you repair it. So you repair it and he takes out 3.5. Your durability is now maxed, and it went from the 80 out of 100 that it was to 96.5 out of 96.5, and you can't ever get it above that. That maximum durability is permanently lost, much the same way when you repair armor. This reduces the amount of wear that you'll see. So at level 0, if Prapor says, oh, we could lose up to 4 durability on this, instead it'll be you can lose up to 2. Those are the only two things that it does. It does have an elite benefit, but the elite benefit is not very different from what I just talked about. If you get up to level 51 weapon maintenance, you lose 0 durability ever on your repairs. So even if you had a 100 durability gun, you shot it down to 47, you repair it with Prapor, who's the worst at repairing things, it'll still go to 100 out of 100 every time, guaranteed, no matter what. Now, first, before we talk about anything else, let's talk about how we actually get the skill points. So I went ahead and stopped my personal grind at level 50 so I could show the final grind to level 51. I'm going to show that to you right now. Okay, I'm going to reset the recording just so that I have the two halves of that separated out. Hi, welcome back. So in that video we saw I wasn't trying to be super efficient with like my purchases or anything like that. When I was grinding up to that point where you saw me right at the beginning of level 50, I'd been trying to be much more cost conscious on it because I knew that this skill wasn't something that was worth just like throwing rubles at, the way that something like, if I could throw money at grinding strength skill, you better believe that I would. By the way, buying and throwing grenades is not a good way to grind strength skill. Don't do that way, please. So, but what I actually tried to aim for originally when I was grinding this personally to try and reduce cost, reduce loss. I would buy damaged guns that were 10,000 rubles or less, roughly. I would sometimes break that rule if I saw a gun that was going to repair over 60 durability, because I was like, oh, I could maybe break even or make money on that. And what this resulted in is a total relative loss of right around 2 million rubles, because even trying to buy those cheaper guns, I was losing around 1,500 rubles per gun. And you need about 1,500 guns to get from weapon maintenance level 0 to weapon maintenance level 51, or elite. And this ends up breaking down to costing about 375-ish rubles per skill point. Now, I am basing that on every level taking 100 points, but I do believe that at the early levels, it doesn't take 100 points to get a full skill level, but I couldn't find what those numbers were, so I just went and based it all around being 100 points for each level that you need. So if you're trying to be super efficient, as good as possible, trying to buy those cheaper guns that need repaired so you can sell them to mechanic and fence for a good price, you're still going to be looking at a total cost of 2 million rubles. And this cost grows significantly if you decide to go beyond that 10,000 ruble mark, because I did the math on a separate test for if I bought guns that were 15,000 or less, and it triples the cost. Well, triples the loss, however you want to phrase it, however you want to look at it. Instead of the skill points costing around 375 points, they were costing about like 950. So you'd be looking at a cost of like 5 million total if you just kept buying guns at 5 million. I think I just said 15. Anyway, 5 million total if you bought guns that were 15k or less instead of 10k or less. Obviously, the cheaper you can buy the guns, the better off you're going to be. But now the question is it worth it? Is there any actual benefit that is meaningful to having maxed weapon durability skill? And the answer is maybe, but not really. There is a very specific niche situation that you might see a benefit of this. And we're going to break this into the two different halves of the benefit the skill provides. The first is the active wear that you get while firing a gun. At max level, it reduces that wear you get from shooting any type of bullet, no matter what your dust cover, your suppressor, whatever you have on the gun, it reduces that by 50%. And this doesn't make a large amount of difference, because durability is in a state right now where it just doesn't matter until you get a gun really damaged. If you're going to be shooting a gun, and let's say you fire, you brought in a mutant with, you're trying to be landmark with 500 rounds strapped to you, and you shoot them all, and you shot your mutant down to fucking 77 durability, 78 durability, 22 skill points, right? This is going to reduce that by half. So instead of it being at 78, you're going to be at 89 durability at the end of all of those bullets. But the reality is that from other testing that we've seen, those two durability numbers are effectively the same in terms of what they do. The durability doesn't start to matter. I can't remember if it's at 50 or 60. I want to say it's at 60. Once you get below 60, you're now in a different category of durability, to where you'll see larger amounts of misfires. You'll have a more significant penalty to your accuracy. But that's so small, and most of the time in a single raid, you're not going to get a gun's durability down below that 60 mark if you started at 100. Now, there are a couple small, potentially unique exceptions to this. One, if you're a very forgetful person, forget to repair your gun or something like that, it'll give you more of a buffer zone on that. And then there's, of course, submachine guns, SMGs, things like the MP5, the MPX, the Vector, things that are spitting out a significant number of bullets. You can burn a lot of durability on those guns, especially if you have a lot of mods on them that are increasing durability burn, such as suppressors, and if you're firing high-powered bullets such as AP 6.3 or PBP, which used to be known as 7N31. If you're firing those through it, you'll burn through a lot of durability, and this might actually make a difference for you, but even then, it's super gonna just be very narrow on whether this ever actually has any impact on your gameplay whatsoever at all. Because unfortunately, Fortunately, one of those two, depending on your perspective. The difference between 70 durability and 95 durability is extremely minimal. You will see a small change in the accuracy of your gun, but otherwise, in terms of like the chances of misfires, we have seen and have had proven by other people who run the test that there is zero difference between those guns in terms of what your chances of a misfire are until you get it significantly more broken. But now, the other half, which is the perfect repair, or if you're at higher levels, the, less penalty on repair. But we'll talk about the perfect repair of you have a 100 durability gun, and no matter what, it always repairs up to 100 durability. This is cool, but the problem is I don't know how often you will ever see this feel like it actually matters in the long term. Because here's the problem. One, as we just talked about with the active firing, guns don't wear out that fast. And that's one part of it. The other part is that it does let you keep guns in pristine condition, but you also have to keep the gun. And this is Tarkov. You die. And oftentimes you can insure a gun and sometimes you get it back on insurance, right? Sometimes. But oftentimes if you die, unless you had a friend there to protect your body or carry the gun out for you or throw it in the water or a bush, the gun's gone. And so most of the time you might be able to shoot a gun down to, we'll say, at best 75 durability from 100, right? And that's if you don't repair it. You had 2 or 3 good raids where you were just emptying bullets, right? And then you die and someone takes your gun, and then it doesn't matter that you could repair it from 75 out of 100 to 100 out of 100 because the gun's gone. It's a cool benefit, but I don't see it ever actually mattering. And the entire skill, I only really see mattering at all in that very niche circumstance that we described, talking about SMGs, or maybe if you're using something like, if you're throwing MIA APs out of a mutant instead of 7.62 BPs, or if you're like throwing like SSA AP out of like an HK instead of just using 855A1. But these are such small, unique circumstances, and even then, it's still just not going to make that big of a difference. I can't personally really recommend grinding this weapon maintenance skill unless you're like me and just wanted to, but it is there. It's not difficult. It just takes a little bit of a time. If you go into the flea market, buy those guns that are 10K or less that could be repaired after a raid, repair them all, sell them all, ready up, go for another raid. When you come back, people have ran a bunch of scavs and put those guns up on the flea market again. It's really easy to grind, and you can do it with pretty minimal loss, and whether the benefits are there is kind of up to you. But thank you for watching the video to this point. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We do stream Escape from Tarkov every Tuesday for Tarkov Tuesday, and I hope to see you there. We also stream 3 other days a week on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and we're actually streaming right now while we're recording this video. So if that sounds like something that interests you, please come and stop by. You're also welcome to carry on the conversation on Discord and Twitter, and there are links to everything that I just talked about down in the description below. Now, if you do go watch one of those other videos, or if I see you in the live stream, I don't know where I was going with that. Thank you, and enjoy. All right. Stop that recording. Close that. Close that. Come back over here. 3 minutes. Let's get some music. Let's get some music. What the fuck? Please? There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to do some workouts. I'm going to go refill my coffee, come back, run the battle, and we'll get started on the Ender Lily stuff.
45 seconds. I need to move that footage.
I've purchased.
Okay. Let's move that in here. Okay. Cool. Someone just bought out all the coffee. For a moment, they were only listed at 42K. Nice. All right, where are we? Need to shoot things. Right there, maybe? Boom! Good job, Murder. I'm amazed that Buster killed those. Dobby! I shall throw my flaming sock at you. Master has given Dobby a sock. Scott's Cappers with 6 placements. Goddamn. Going hard. 25 gold and a bomber, either which could be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to myself with 4. Second place to Murder with 3, all of which were from that Buster. Third place to El Canadiano with 2. Most assists going to El Canadiano with 3. And that's the only assist that we're gotten. Going random in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Athena with the gold, Shashipi with the bombers. Back to the map. Taking the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance, yeah. We'll actually go over here so we can actually start shooting them sooner.
Oh, my nose.
I'm okay. Okay. And now it's time for Ender Lilies. That is what is next. Did I close that? I did. How are we doing on time? 10 o'clock? 2 hours left in the schedule? Okay. Doing well. Doing well. YouTube. First impression episodes. Grab this. Go back. Ender Lilies. Been trying to do this first impression for a really long time. Zoom out of this a bit. Thank you. Need to look up some information about Ender Lilies. We'll do the rest of we'll do the bottom part later, but I need the game information. It's like they don't have a fucking Wikipedia page. They do. Did Did I close fucking VLC? That was weird. I didn't think I closed it. There we go. This is one of the games that just has extremely stellar music for you. Cool. Well, we'll find out. You need to play more. You did the demo early access to 110% completion. What I mean by that is I went out of bounds, and out of areas meant to be accessible. Okay. We will go here. I need to record this screen. Yep. Pause that. Record that screen. All right. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwann, and welcome to episode number 54 of an ongoing series, First Impression. Series where we play through the beginning of a video game and see what impression it leaves on us and whether it makes us want to play more or just never talk about it again. Today, we're going to be checking out the platforming adventure game Ender Lily's Quietus of the Nights. Ender Lily's Quietus of the Nights was developed by AdGlobe and Livewire and published by Binary Haze Interactive. It released on PC and Switch in June of 2021, and then very shortly after that made its way to Xbox and PlayStation. We know that you play as a character named Lily, and she's able to summon JoJo's stands that you use to fight. I don't actually know. That's just definitely the way that it looks. You don't actually see Lily fight in any of the trailers or anything like that. Lily's just this cute little girl in a white dress that kind of jumps and moves around, and then she summons ghosts to beat the shit out of people for her. That's what I got. All right. We did do a reaction to the trailers, and that's why we were so interested in this game to begin with. I'm sure there's more to it than that, and I know that they're not actually JoJo stands, but you also can't really convince me otherwise, and I'm not even a JoJo's fan. Anyway, it looked very good. It felt like a kind of like 2D Soulsian with very beautiful music and visuals, and that appealed a lot to us in a lot of ways, and I'm ready to see what that might hold. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay. Go ahead and just minimize that. Yeah. I'm small. There we go. All right. This should already be ready. You know, let's not have this on auto detect. Can you fucking not? It can't see it underneath the fucking thing anymore. God damn it. Piece of shit. No, it isn't even tech issues. I need to adjust the size of the fucking screen window, but because it won't let me because the fucking border. It wants to click on the border and not the goddamn screen. So I'm gonna have to move the screen on top of the transparent border so that I can grab the fucking screen. Because it's big dumb. There. Okay. Pause that. Minimize that. Come back over here. Record. FI gameplay. Recording. Oh, actually, 18 minutes? Okay, we'll just do a cut in there, because I doubt we'll get through Ender Lilies in 18 minutes. We'll just do a cut. Okay. I presume I can play this with a controller. Yes, it's quite loud. That gamma level looks fine. Why do all games start out at just like 1,000,000 decibels? Just every time. Okay. Let's see what you got. I'm surprised. So I know this is a smaller game by a smaller studio, but that felt like it should have been voice acted. Even if you just had, like, I don't know, your fucking girlfriend read it, man. No, I can't hear your voice. That's the problem. You seem to be awake. And none the worse for wear. So cute. Oh. Did I frighten you? You can thank the priestess for my incorporeal form. Do you remember what fate befell this land? Oh. So you've lost your memories as well. Let us be rid of this place for now. It may be best for you to see the state of things outside for yourself. Alright, what do we got? Oh, we already have attacks. Oh, it's so cute. She shies away and closes her eyes and, like, protects herself while he's fighting. That's precious. Alright, what do we got? We can change abilities here. Abilities would be on those buttons, but we only have the attack button right now. Okay, we're not actually using any. I can see LB up there. The right trigger is dodge. Left trigger doesn't do anything. Right bumper changes skill sets. R3 does the map as well as kind of moves the camera around, and then left joystick is to just move. Okay, got it. Got it. Let's go. It's so pretty. Wield my power as your own. You seem more than capable. She's not wielding anything. You're doing it. She's hiding. Aha, there's what we use left trigger for. It's interact. Okay. Can I do anything with that? I don't think so. I was able to chop it, but I don't think I can actually do anything with it. Okay. Very Metroidvanian so far in terms of, like, general combat feel. You do have this dodge button, which is more along the lines of, like, a Soulsian. We also don't really seem to have, like, a stamina bar of any kind. But I definitely am getting more Bloodstained vibes than I am Soulsian. Oh, okay. Elaine letters. Dear Sigrid, I want you to deliver the amulet unto the White Priestess. It's a necklace I bestow upon all priestesses, but I've imbued it with a blessing. I'm certain the ward will protect her from the threat of the Blighted. Wards can be broken and restored, but that is something only a priestess can manage. I count on you to see this through. Yours. So is our protector's name Sigrid? Unlike Bloodstain, your dodge is actually worth something. Damn. Damn. Press the start button to open the main menu where you can access all manner of information. Blight, 49 of 140. Is that what's in our top left corner there? Yes, it is. Okay. Attack, prayer potency, residue. I'm guessing that's like resources to spend on upgrades or purchases. Equip spirits, equip relics. Swim! Okay, we don't really have anything new yet. It's very pretty music. Item, amulet, fragment, max HP. Do I auto-equip it, or do I need to equip it myself? Or did it just automatically work? It automatically worked. Okay. I don't actually have to use it or anything. It did it on its own. Oh. Yeah. Oh, I can't jump on those. Respites act as checkpoints. Resting will restore your HP along with spirit and prayer uses. Resting will call forth all defeated blighted to walk the land once more. Ah, alright. So there's our Hollow Knight, Soulsian, whatever you reference you want to use. It all blurs together. Restore your status and save the game. So we sit on benches, a la Hollow Knight. They count as checkpoints and respawn everything, all the Soulsians. Did we see a prologue? Mama. Is that an ender lily? Okay. I don't know if we skipped it or what. On the Blighted 2, there are Blighted whose minds do not fade. This is no saving grace, however, as it is said they must endure an eternity of pain and suffering. The miracle of the White Priestess is the only true salvation for those who come to be cursed with the Blight. We can't get up there. Yeah. Yep. Huh. Thought I could dodge through him faster, but not quite that snappy. My brain was thinking Dead Cells, and it didn't function like Dead Cells. To the left. Nothing. The door up there just opened. Come on. There you go. This way should... Umbral Knight. This way should lead back up. Then we don't want to go that way then. we want to go the way that doesn't lead back up. What's this way? Oh. I also noticed that enemies do have a form of like a stagger bar, almost. There's an orange bar beneath them, which when that empties, I'm able to like interrupt them. It's like that. I'm gonna call it a witch. That witch, it had that orange bar underneath it, and I hit it enough that it emptied, and that's when I was able to start like getting stagger hits on it. See, he has one too. He just died before it was empty. And it does refill pretty quick. Oh, I leveled up. Okay, I thought I like didn't want that blight that I was like accruing, but okay. Carriers of the rot appeared from the land of snow, bringing calamity to land's end. Said to be the ancients' revenge, the rot drove people to madness and transformed them into monstrosities. Carriers of the rot came to be known as the blighted. Very well. Hey. Hey. As the Metroidvanian goes, come back when you got a double jump, scrub. Tainted by the blight, never to die. We call those creatures the blighted. Oh. I can rest on this one? Okay, it didn't look like one that I should rest on. Oh, there's a fast travel. Can I do anything with that level? Maybe not yet. Just gonna guess maybe not yet. Jesus, it's pretty. The air is thick with the rot of the blight. Take heed. Tutorial boss? Like, whatever. I want to know what engine this was made in. Oh, you're Sigrid. Oh, dang it. It had a backswing. Hi. Ah! Oh, Jesus. No! Bad! Whoa. I want to know what engine this game is made on, because the lighting effects for a lot of the... a lot of, like, the things are... I can't hurt it. Are really pretty. Oh! Oh, God! Oh! Oh, nope, it still hit me! Ah! No, stop it! Oh, all right, nice. Ah, no, not with the backhand. No, don't do it. Uh-huh. No, I have backswing. No. Oh, wait, no. Charge. No, you're not charging. What are you doing? There you go. Charge. Ah. Ah. Oh, yeah. I broke your stamina bar. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. No. Nice. That felt great. I was supposed to protect you. I adored the priestess of the fount. She was our only hope against the immortal blight. This game will... I guarantee you this game will make me cry at the end if they're going to make everyone connected to the main character somehow. Sister's letter informed me that the priestess was in poor health. It seemed the burden of her purification rituals was taking its toll. I couldn't rejoice at the peace she brought at the cost of her own well-being. Moreover, I couldn't forgive myself for not being able to protect her as a guardian. No, it was my own sister who was chosen for that role. In my darkest hour, I found solace in Lily, who was much like the priestess herself. Even if I couldn't serve her as a guardian, the least I could do was protect her. But then the rain began to fall. Cries of pain rang out in the distance. The chief guardian called it the rain of death. I gave Lily sanctuary and took my weapon in hand. And became corrupted as shit. The rain never let up. Guardian Sigrid. Swing an iron ball to attack surrounding enemies. Sub-skills have a cooldown and limited number of uses, but can be used in conjunction with other skills. Sigrid guarded the sept to protect the White Priestess Lily. Never-ending bloodshed caused her to be consumed by madness. Action. Guardians leap while airborne. The blighted wings of Guardian Sigrid grant an Hey, double jump! Go get that thing that you saw earlier! The soul has been purified, no longer imprisoned by blight. Within that memory just now, the woman called you Lily. Surely, that is your name. If you retrace the memories of the blighted in life, you may just remember something yourself. At least it isn't too far of a backtrack. True. It may prove difficult, but can you carry on? Yeah, but what's this way? Forward. And see, the thing... Well, that was pretty. The thing is, when it comes to Metroidvanias, I normally don't like them because they do ask you to backtrack a lot, and I find that to be, like, a waste of time. If they did it this way, the way that this one's doing it is, you saw a place that you couldn't get to, we're going to immediately give you the ability to go get it. Hang on. Slightly increase... Oh, so this is a relic. This is something we can equip. Rosary worn by the White Priestess Guardian. Extensive training took place underground until someone was chosen to be her protector. If it was like, if it worked like this the whole time, of, hey, you walk in the door, you see an area that you can or cannot get, that you can't get to, you fight the boss, come back, get it, and then moving forward in the next zone, and from that zone forward, you will be able to continue using that ability forward instead of needing to go back to a place that you have no reason to go back to. Like, if there was a double jump spot like 5 rooms back, I'd be annoyed. You possess blighted spirits with skills at your disposal. Spirits can be equipped at respites. You have a relic. Yes. You may now access purified memories, refight any... That's cool. Anytime you want to just fight the boss again, you can just go fight the boss again. I don't know if you get anything for it beyond satisfaction of fighting them, but that's cool. I like that. Okay, so this has... Okay, but the uses recharge on rest? Yes, so I have unlimited of this. 13 uses of this. Can you do it in the air? No. Oh, it does something different in the air. I can attack at the same time that's going. Cool, cool. I don't actually feel like I need to play any more of this. I feel like... Oh, she's there. Oh, God, that's cool. Yeah, I don't actually think for a first impression I need to play anymore. That was a beautiful little opening segment. Like, showed us basically everything we would need, what the mechanics are going to be moving forward. Obviously, we might get some new abilities or new powers, like, you know, a fucking grappling hook or some shit. But mechanically, boss fights, music, visuals, I don't actually think we need anything else. So I'm going to just go ahead and save this, and I'll pass it back to myself. Peace. Minimize that. Open this. Shooty shoots. Oh, we're at 10:30. Oh my God, we'll actually have time to do some editing. It's amazing. Music might have been a tad low. When I do the post-processing on it, it brings all of the audio levels up for everything to the point that I want it to be at. But because of the video, I always want to make sure that I'm louder and clearer, because there's nothing worse in a... Okay, there are worse things, but one of the worst things that you can have in a video is when the person talking and the game music are fighting over one another. It's one thing if the music is over top of the streamer to where you're like, I don't know what they're saying, but at least I'm listening to good game sound. Or if they're at the same exact level. Because then your brain is like, I don't know which one I'm trying to listen to. Which one's supposed to be in the front? All right. One barbarian, it can be yours for 420 channel points. Who DM'd me? Oh. Would you like to buy some cryptocurrency? No. All right, going random. Meta. Time for that loyalty token chest. We're going to go down here. Place your units, everybody. Let's get us some tokens. 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 I said, let's get us some tokens. All right. I don't want to buy your scam coins. Exactly. I do not want to buy your scam coins. Okay. Open this back up. Oh, it's like, why can't I? I know why I can't. I'm just making myself a couple of quick notes here. There we go. I got words. I got words. I gotta stand back up. Don't mind me. Are we positioned well? We are. All right. View, mode, viewing. As close to the top of the screen where the camera is as possible. All right. Here we go. Back half of the first impression. Okay, so when it comes to Ender Lilies, I definitely enjoyed what I played, and it always makes me happy when a game is able to deliver what feels like that genuine taste, that genuine piece of the total meal in such a short amount of time. We only played like 15 minutes, and I was like, all right, I got it. Sometimes when we do these first impressions, we'll play for like an hour, and I'm like, I don't even feel like I've really gotten to experience the game yet. You've spent so much time jerking yourself off, for lack of a better term, that I don't even truly know what this game is. And in terms of like trying to like getting a tester, or what's the word that I'm looking for when it comes to like the little pieces of food that they give you at like fucking Costco, the trials. I don't know what the word is. Anyway, like the hors d'oeuvres, appetizer, I don't know. The sample. That's what I'm looking for. The sample. In terms of like the sample, you want your sample experience to be indicative of the full experience. And when you're able to deliver that in a video game in the first 15 minutes, that is a huge success for me and my perspective in terms of what the purpose of this series of First Impression is. Of, did you hook me and make me want to play the rest of your game in what feels like its introduction, in its opening? And some games, even critically acclaimed, award-winning games, fail terribly at that. Ender Lilies is the exact opposite, in which I felt like I got to taste a genuine piece of the complete experience in my very first 15 minutes, which is not something that is easy to accomplish in general, which is why I'm sure some games do fail so bad at it, but Ender Lilies does it beautifully. Now, I do now structure my first impressions the same way I structure my reviews, which I'm going to break them into 4 pieces: story, visuals, audio, and gameplay. Although for first impressions, I don't assign scores or numbers alongside them. So, and we go through them in that order. So for story, with first impression, you always have a very limited exposure to what the story is going to be. Unless the story is very, very like small, it's very difficult to actually introduce a lot of story in the opening segments of a video game. And that's where a lot of those critical acclaim games kind of end up falling short, because they need a lot of setup time. Now, Ender Lilies definitely isn't doing anything unique or anything special, right? It's like, oh, the plague and people have been corrupted and blah blah blah. This type of story has been told many times in many forms and formats. It's been told in video games, books, movies, television shows, everything, comics. It's not new, but that doesn't mean that you can't retell a similar story in a beautiful way, which in that very first opening little 15 minutes that we just got done playing, I already found myself invested in the world, the character, and the story. I'm invested in this very sweet little girl named Lily who is scared and just doesn't know what it is. She doesn't have any memories. The only thing that we know is that she's a priestess of some kind and that they were able to purify something regarding the Blight in some form, but we can also tell that the characters that we've met, which we've only met 2, both care about her, and both of them have lost something because of the state of the world. And I can tell that the game is set up, at least for me, to wrench my heartstrings and make me cry, because I felt feelings in the first 15 minutes, damn it. Because, yeah, that's the way that it goes. When it comes to visuals, the game's is stunning. It's beautiful. We did look up, it was made in Unreal Engine 4, which, I mean, good job. The game's great looking, and it's amazing when you have a creative vision, the things that you can achieve. The lighting is simply enchanting with the way that different light is shined and given off and shown around, and the sparkles of the embers and stuff. And I was concerned at first because the very first enemy you run into, that little slug guy, definitely just kind of looks like part of the terrain, but besides them, there is enough contrast while still feeling correctly blended together between the enemies and the environment to where it doesn't feel muddy. Because that did what was immediately my concern, is like, I didn't even see that enemy there and I will almost walk straight into it. But when you get to enemies that just aren't the little slugmen, they do stand out well enough without feeling completely like disconnected. One of the places that game also shined a lot was its audio, the music. Now, I'm only going to be talking about the music because admittedly, the everything else was just serviceable. It didn't stand out, right? Like the sword swings from our ghost friend, they were sword swings. It wasn't like some of the other things that I've seen when I'm like, man, that sounds fucking cool. It was just like, yep, chunk, 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 chunk. It sounded the way that it needed to. It sounded correct, which meant that it just didn't stand out one way or the other as being exemplary or horrible. But one thing that was exemplary was the audio, was the music. It was beautiful. It was lovely. It was just a delight to have grace upon my ears, and massive commendations to whoever did the music. I encourage you to keep making music in any form. I am curious if there are more energetic tracks, because I only heard like 2 tracks, right? And it's a small game, so there might not be very much music in it. But the 2 tracks that I heard were both kind of more melodic. And I'm just curious if there's anything that, because we did have a boss fight, but I didn't notice that the boss fight music was any more grandiose or any more upbeat than the kind of like zone music that we had. And I'm curious if there's any that are I'm not necessarily more bombastic, but that's the word that my brain offered me. If not, I understand, because the tone was also set in the game by the music that was playing over everything. So if they wanted to keep this very somber tone, easily achieved. I'm just curious, because of how good the couple of tracks that we heard were, how incredible you might have made something that had a little bit more energy in it. Just out of personal interest. And then we come to the gameplay itself. Now, the gameplay itself, it is ultimately fairly simple. We did get to see like some new abilities and stuff like that, but at its core, it's very simple. It definitely feels closer to like a Metroid, well, not Metroid, a Castlevania Bloodstained style gameplay, especially with the way that you attack enemies. I'm sure this might be expanded as you get more abilities, but the thing that actually makes it set itself apart from games like Bloodstained is its dodge mechanic. Because when we first started, in the intro, I was like, oh, it definitely felt and looked very Soulsian, right? And then we started playing, and I'm like, no, this doesn't actually feel very Soulsian. This feels more like Bloodstained. And then we got to the first boss. We got to Guardian Sigrid, and then I was like, oh no, here it is. Here's where the Soulsian mechanic actually feels relevant, because we kind of saw them of like, oh, here's benches that kind of count as bonfires and it respawns enemies, and they're also your save points and your checkpoints and all that, but that isn't the only thing that defines a Soulsian. We found the Soulsian mechanic, the Soulsian feel, more than a mechanic, the Soulsian feel that existed in that boss fight. Because this boss fight is where the dodge mechanic actually comes into play and actually starts to feel relevant. Because before that, it definitely felt like you could have treated almost every enemy the way that you could in Bloodstained, because you don't dodge or anything. You just like, oh, I'll just stand over here, let you do your little attack. All right, come, jump, attack. All right, cool, we're done. The boss doesn't let you do that. You actually have to dodge, and dodge at a good timing and effectively, otherwise you're going to get your ass beat. And that's where the Soulsian influence shone the most. And it's also where the appeal, for me personally, of Soulsian games come from. Because there is nothing quite the same as the dance that you experience in a well-built Soulsian encounter. Because there's some Soulsian fights that are just like, oh, whatever, bomb, dodge the big swing, bomb. But there's some where there's this beautiful dynamic experience of the interplay between yourself and the boss, of dancing and dodging and weaving your way through their attacks as they try and get you, and you get your small little hits in. There's nothing like it that I've experienced that is along that same line as the only way I can describe it is the literal dance that you have with enemies in Soulsian games. And the very first boss of Ender Lilies had the flavor of that dance. The tempo was there, the satisfaction, the engagement, the engrossment that it grabs you if that type of mechanic and interaction appeals to you and it exists there. If you can't tell, I loved what I played. I loved it a lot, and I cannot wait to play more of it. Ender Lilies feels spectacular. Maybe not necessarily anything special or anything, at least at this point, anything beyond what we already have, but it feels like something that will genuinely sit a little bit higher than the other piles of similar style indie games that exist out there. And just for the sake of that, it's polished in such a way that it is good, it is beautiful, and it is something that was, in the first 15 minutes, something that I will already remember. But I can't say more than that without playing more of it, but I feel like that already says a lot, especially when you've only played 15 minutes. So, I wonder what your thoughts were on that opening 15 minutes of Ender Lilies. If you've played more of it, I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Please leave them down in the comments below. If there's something that you want us to check out on First Impression, you can also let us know in the comments below and on Discord. And on our next First Impression, we are going to be checking out, and I don't know how this First Impression is going to work, because I've not tried something like this before. We're going to be checking out New Genesis Phantasy Star Online 2, which is really more like Phantasy Star Online 3, but they didn't want to call it that because they didn't want to lose money, because they make a shitload of money off of Phantasy Star Online 2. So they made it, like, named it in such a way that it's like, it's still 2, kind of, sort of, yeah. But it's a very open-worldy MMO action-y game, and I'm just not sure how that will go as a first impression, but we'll find out together. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you can be informed when that video does go live. But I do warn you, there's more than just first impressions here. We do videos on Escape from Tarkov, reactions, I talk about things that are important to me and more, and if all that sounds like something that you might want to watch, there's plenty of other videos that you can go check out. We also have a live stream where we stream 4 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And some things, including this right now, is being live streamed while I record it on our Sunday morning stream. So if that interests you, check that as well. Links to everything that I just mentioned down in the description below. But we're going to get out of here. So if you do watch one of those other YouTube videos, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy. Okay. There's a bunch of tracks, but yes. Oh wait, let me end this recording. Did I already end it? Did I record it at all? Hold on. I mean, it doesn't matter because I could just use the scene from the VOD, but I definitely thought I had recorded. Maybe I already ended the recording. I don't know. Let me look. Like, I can just use this and edit it, but it wouldn't even be too difficult, but yeah, it looks like I never hit fucking record. Good job, me. Oh, well, whatever. Whatever. So the way that I'm going to do this is that I'm going to do this. I think. Oh, wait. Is this it right here? That's the intro. This is the gameplay. Yeah, all right. That's fine. I'll just pull it out of the... pull it out of this. Okay. Back to this. All right, anyway. Slimes are meant to be like that as well, though. I feel like a design choice for slimes are the hidden but weak enemies, and the most dangerous part is stepping on them. All right, all right. Prologue movie. The movie prologue is played when being inactive for some time on the title screen. Oh, well. No wonder we didn't see it. It doesn't mean I won't be able to edit Ender Lilies today, but that's fine. We only have an hour left anyway. It was added in 1.1 as well. Ah, all right. Very well, then. Let's get some music. Ow. August 16th, so at Monday? Yeah. That is correct. Along with the replayable bosses. Oh, man. Good timing on our part then, huh? All right. Where are we? Increase the number of available save slots from 3 to 10. Do you have a lot of save slots? You like replaying certain games with new knowledge to see how they tackle it? Wait, I did this backwards. This needs to be number 3. This needs to be number 2. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. I guess. See if we can't get this Tarkov video edited before the end of stream. Although I do need to go to the bathroom and grab a snack. I'll be right back.
But not right this minute.
This is not forever. Folks changing like the weather. Cold wind and all around. Toxic people being severed. Like leaves falling in September. Cold wind and on the ground. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again. Oh yeah, my roots are strong.
I don't know which one is which. This one. Fine.
The batter. Oh my goodness, that champion. Shoshipi and Bizarro Shoshipi on the field. Matter. Tokens. 3 Centurions, 2 Healers. Either wish can be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to Murder. Second most to myself. Third to Gaius Panda. El Canadiano with most assists. Second place tied between Murder and Rocketect. All right, going random. Rocketect and Galdrus. Back to the map. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the shorter route. Ow! Rude. That hurt. Greetings. Are you drunk? Sounded like a drunk hiccup. No, it's just my body being an asshole. But to you right now. Okay, so. Fun going with the video. Hi, welcome back. Thank you and enjoy. Oh, my head.
Not really sure, but my brain tells me I've been here before. Don't wanna draw any attention to all the crazy things that I shouldn't mention. Not really sure, but it feels like my feet are glued to the floor. Don't wanna open up my mouth, 'cause I'm afraid of what's gonna come out. Life is but a dream.
Where did I put? Oh, I know where it all is. It's in here. It's like, where the fuck are all my assets?
Wake up, scream. I'm in a twisted reality. Twisted. Twisted.
salutations. My name is Michael Swan, and welcome to the channel. I have another Tarkov video for you today, and today we are going to be talking about as well as showing a guide to how to grind up your weapon maintenance skill and whether that's actually talking about as well as showing a guide to how to grind up your weapon maintenance guide to how to grind up your weapon maintenance.
It's there.
I'm not sure who's the one making the decision.
I need another Explorer window.
Wake up, scream. I'm in a twisted reality.
No, I don't.
Level up.
Rylac, thank you for the follow. Or Rally, Railiac? Railiac. Ralliac. It's always a game. It's always such a fun game. Thank you so much for the follow, though. This image is so tiny. Let me fire up the game real quick. I think there might be. We're gonna grab a snip and see if it looks better. I just realized, way on the left there. Wait, way on the right over there. The latest follower and latest cheer somehow at some point got swapped. Donation still correct. This whole top one, this one right next to me actually is backwards too. That says follower goal instead of subscriber goal. When did those get backwards and how? I've not changed anything. Whatever. My stream is drunk. They're just weirdly timed. I had them timed correctly. Like they should all be lined up properly. What if I what if I reset the source? Hold on. If I reload it. Okay, they're correct now. What am I crafting in here? On the scout junk box, is there any reason to alternate between them or nah? Nah. No reason. No reason at all. Am I blind? Yes. Wasn't sure if it counted as hideout management or crafting. No. Doesn't count for anything. Just gives you the rewards that it gives you. Gives you
do the rewards. Grab these. Jeez, chocolate's getting expensive. I keep buying a bunch whenever they're below 27k, so I got 30ish of them now. I'll just buy them as I need them. I don't have enough extra storage space to bother with it. Okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna look better or not. Dang it. We'll grab this and see. Probably should have left that open. I might fucking need it still. So it's too late now. But this 90 pixel image. Just, I don't think you're gonna be doing it for us. Tarkov guns. Images. Is that the shrimp? Yeah, it's the shrimp. Why is this image blurry? The actual image is something different than what's being displayed here. It's so small. Whatever. Holy shit. Just let me look at the fucking pictures. Stupid ass. See how that works. I think that might be more along the lines of what we want. Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Swan and welcome to the channel. I have another Tarkov video for you today, and today we are going to be talking about as well as showing a guide to how to grind up your weapon maintenance skill and whether that's actually worth it or not. So weapon maintenance is a skill that was kind of there before, but it was hidden down in all of the grayed out skills, but it was actually what's called activated and made available in something that you can actually get skill points in with the rework of gun durability that came into effect with the new wipe that started in 12.11. Now, what does weapon maintenance do, and how do you get the points for it?
Okay, there is some more stuff we need. Dun, 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 dun. We need this screen. And I need a snap of this.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know you are flying up in a bar.
So you get points for it by just repairing damaged guns. Points for it by just
Call me a shooting star.
do, and how do you get the points for it? So you get points for it by just repairing damaged guns. That's it. That's the only way to get points for it. And in terms of what it does, is you get more levels in it. You get more levels. And in terms of what it does,
I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass. You're looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in a game
first
like she
is it
wouldn't want them
reduces
breast
the amount of durability loss you get when you fire a gun up to 50% at max level. So, you know, you're putting in good ammo, you're using pressure control, durability, you're not using enough ammo to gun. Does that make sense? I don't know, but it goes that's how it is right now, so there's no roll with it. The other thing it does is reduce the amount of wear that you have on the gun when you repair it. Because right now, never repair anything will reduce the maximum durability that whatever that item had, whether it's a gun or otherwise. And so, looking at the gun, you try to have an 80, you're going to repair the driver. It's like, well, I'm going to repair it, but I'm not repairing it, so I'm going to, it's going to be either 0, somewhere between 0 to 4.2 is the maximum durability repair. So you repair it and you take out 3.5, your durability is now max, and it went from 80 out of 100 that it was to 96.5 out of 95, and you can't get above that. That's maximum durability currently lost by taking your armor. This reduces the amount of durability, so at 0, driver says, oh, we're going to use the durability on this, instead of using it. Those are the only two things that it does. It does have an elite benefit, but the elite benefit is not very different from what I just talked about. If you get up to level 51 weapon maintenance, you lose 0 durability ever on your repair. So even if you had 100 durability gun, you shot it down to 47, you lose crapper who works repairing things, and still goes to 100 out of 100 every repairing thing. Now, first before we talk about anything else, let's talk about how we actually get the skill points. So I went ahead and stopped my personal grind at level 50, so I showed final grind at level 51. That's what I'm going to use right now. So what do you want to do?
Didn't even get to glass. I said I'm moving too far. Get to glass.
That to you right now.
Okay, so the way that you want to do this, you can see. right here that I have weapon maintenance level 50. I've held it at level 50 so that I'm able to show you how I'm leveling it up so quickly and how we can get it up to level 51. We're going to do that right now, and it should only take a few minutes to get that very last level. Now, for the sake of display and sake of showing you, I'm not going to be doing this as cost efficiently as I normally have been, because I do want to get this all done as quickly as possible to show you what I've been doing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the flea market. We're going to go over here to weapons, and we're just going to click on assault carbines. And what we're looking for is we're looking for all the scav guns, the shitty guns that people are selling for almost no money, that then you can repair and then sell either to mechanic or fence to try and make a little bit of money back. So we have this Molly VPO 136 that has a durability of 61 of 68. That's great. We want to purchase that one. And so we have another one here, 44 52. We want to purchase that one. 46 53. Give us that one. And let me see if I see one of the ones that is a concern for us as we're going through here. So we're going to just buy as many of them as we can. I normally only try to buy guns that are at around 10,000 rubles or less, because that means you're losing as little money as possible, or potentially even making money, depending on what the final durability of the gun is. Oftentimes, if you're able to repair a gun to 60 durability or higher, you will end up making some of your money back on it, or at least really minimizing the amount of loss that you have. For the sake of trying to make sure that we get there. Okay, so here's one thing that I do want to show you and be careful of as well. So we have this one right here, 49 at 50. Looking at the screen, looks like we might be able to repair it. It is at 49.9 at 50, which we will not be able to repair. Another thing to keep in mind when you see those, like the 63 of 64, 63.7, there's also sometimes some that will be repaired and they'll be at that like 59.8 mark, and it'll say 59.8 to 59.8, and you won't actually be able to repair it. So we're gonna go through here. There's normally nothing that you can purchase that is worth purchasing in bolt actions. Assault rifles, as long as they're below 12k, especially if it's like an AK-74 or a AK-101, AK-105, something like that. Those normally sell well, even defense to where you're breaking even or profiting. Marksman rifles normally are never worth anything. Pistols, normally not. If you see them below the price of new ones, if you're just looking to get some extra repair skill for that weapon maintenance in, you can, but these very rarely are ever actually in the ballpark. The ones you want the most are assault carbines, where you're mostly going to be buying those Molly VPO 136s and SKSs, or SMGs, where you're going to be buying a ridiculous number of Ketters and Saiga 9s. So let's go through here and find some more that we can purchase. So we do need about 31 guns to get that last level. So that's at 51 at 52, which means that we can buy that one. 50-50 we don't want. Like I said, I'm not going to be trying to be super efficient with my money, because I do want to just display this. Look at this pop shop. See, here we go. 61.9 to 61.9. Someone repaired this, but this says 61 to 62. Well, you gotta make sure, because if you buy this, it's not gonna do anything for you. You're not gonna get anything out of it. You won't be able to repair it, and you're just gonna lose a bit of money when you sell it to mechanic or fence. So we're gonna go through here. I'm gonna buy extras, because I actually wasn't counting on how many I purchased, but I do want to make sure that we get through here. Normally, I wouldn't be buying these 13k ones, because it's not efficient, and it kind of defeats the purpose of trying to do this as cheaply as possible. What durability is that? 51. 7. As long as you can repair one durability point, it's normally good to go. Okay. Do we think we got 30 guns? That should be 30 guns. All right, so then what we do, for myself personally, I've been keeping this empty space here in my stash. I'll start at the bottom, and so that I know which ones I've repaired and not have to like reopen them and stuff like that, I'll move one down, we go to repair, and it does not matter who you repair with, you do not get more points the more points that you repair, you do not get more points for repairing with gear or mechanic, you just need to repair the gun. And so what happens is, every time we do a repair, we're going to be getting 3.8 skill points, so this should go from 0.5 to 4.3, unless they change something in the time since I was grinding this and the time that I'm recording this video. So boom, bam, we recorded one, skills, go down here, 4.3. And so you end up needing about 31 guns per skill point, and so with 51 levels, if you're looking at, we'll just, I know it doesn't take 100 skill points at lower ends, but if it's 100 skill points per level, 51 levels, we're looking at 5,100 skill points. You're looking at repairing a ridiculous number of guns, which I have. I've repaired an absolutely absurd number of guns. It is, I don't want to insure it, thank you. But luckily, I would say that I've probably lost only around maybe 3 to 4 million rubles total doing this. Obviously, it would be ideal if I didn't have to just burn through cash, especially just to grind a skill that is only going to make so much of a difference. But while we have the ability to do so, and I have the ability to show off how to do so, I wanted to take that opportunity. We're just rolling through, repairing guns. It's great. And if you will see it in your notifications in the bottom right, where you see the item successfully repaired, you will see that say weapon maintenance skill level, 48 or whatever it is that you're currently grinding it to. So repairing until we get 30, until we get those 31 repairs, which will give us that final skill point. If you can repair things to 60 or higher, it's good, because that means you'll be able to sell it to mechanic instead of fence, and you will get a little bit more money for it. Just to help you minimize those losses when you're doing this repair spam to get your skill point. I didn't say it was exciting. I said it works. Whether the benefits of doing so are worth it, that's a whole other question. But it does work. There's one more small advantage. Skill weapon maintenance leveled up to 51. So, and that will give us elite weapon maintenance, which then means that there's no wear during a repair, and our guns and everything wear out significantly less, which means, so on this one, 52 to 56, even if we repair through Crapper, it should lose nothing, no matter what. So it means you can take your brand new guns, like my T5000 here, which my dual bolt action not going to wear out very fast, but I can now repair it, even when it's only losing currently missing 1.1 durability, repair it, and it's back to 100, and I never have to lose full wear on my guns, so that I can use them as long as I'm able to keep them or keep alive or get them back from insurance. I'll repair the rest of these themselves from another time, but let's go ahead and keep on going with the video. All right, welcome back.
Okay. Nothing else that I want to change or add in any of that, so just transition it back to hang on. Right now. Okay, so I actually think I want to use I haven't used it in a while, but I do think since I'm changing more significantly across screens, I want to use this, even though I haven't used it in a while. I could show the final grind to level 51. I'm going to show that to you right now. Okay, so the way that you want to do, okay, yeah, I want to use the actual stinger transition. rather than just the fade. Just because I feel like it does break it up a lot better when you do it when you're changing the way that we are.
Go
here.
ahead and keep on going with the video.
Hi, welcome back. Yeah. Oh.
With the video.
Hi, welcome back. So in that video we saw I wasn't trying to be super efficient with like my purchases or anything like that. When I was grinding up to that point where you saw me right at the beginning of level 50, I'd been trying to be much more cost conscious on it because I knew that this skill wasn't something that was worth just like throwing rubles at the way that something like if I could throw money at grinding strength skill, you better believe that I would. By the way, buying and throwing grenades is not a good way to grind strength skill. Don't do that way, please. So, but what I actually tried to aim for originally when I was grinding this personally to try and reduce cost, reduce loss, I would buy. Saw me right at the beginning of level 50. I'd been trying to be much more cost conscious. I don't know if I actually want the logo there. Is there anything else cool on their Instagram? It's a bunch of raid episode stuff. Buying Magnum buckshots, however, that is worth it for strength training. You don't buy Magnum buckshots, you buy 7mm. Way cheaper. Fine, 7mm. And it is way cheaper because you can do that and you'll spend like 500 rubles, 1,000 rubles total on a backpack full of 7mm, where it's 10k per grenade. Hey, it's Tegilla's rig. Tegilla's rig was first shown off February 10th of 2020. And it came out in the game June 30th, 2021. 16 months between when they showed it off on their Instagram and when it made its way into the game. Damn. Pain. I feel like they're going to drop 90% of the skills that is grayed out if they're releasing this year. They want to release by the end of next year. They want to release by the end of 2022. And Nikita's been trying to hold on to that for the last few interviews. Tarkov full release 2030. think it kind of just depends on what you define as the full release at this point. You know, because they've definitely changed their expectations on what the release is going to be. So 50% of the grayscale's cut out then. Got it. You're probably right. Yeah. Single player official, that is when I will count as full release. I don't believe that there will not be a full release for you then, Eve. The game will never be fully released for you. Like, period.
I had been trying to be much more cost conscious on it because I knew that this skill wasn't something that was worth just like throwing rubles at the way that something like, if I could throw money at grinding strength skill, you better believe that I would. By the way, flying and throwing grenades is not a good way to grind strength skill. Don't do that way, please. So, but what I actually tried to aim for originally when I was grinding this personally to try and reduce cost, reduce loss, I would buy damage guns that were 10,000 rubles or less, roughly. I would sometimes break that rule if I saw a gun that was going to repair over 60 durability because I was like, oh, I can maybe break even or make money on that. And what this resulted in is a total relative loss of right around 2 million rubles. Because even trying to buy those cheaper guns, I was losing around 1,500 rubles per gun. And you need about 1,500 guns to get from weapon maintenance level 0 to weapon maintenance level 51 or elite. And this ends up breaking down to costing about 375-ish rubles per skill point. Now, I am basing that on every level taking 100 points, but I do believe that at the early levels, it doesn't take 100 points to get a full skill level, but I couldn't find what those numbers were, so I just went and based it all around being 100 points for...
Move that up there from the battle. But yeah, Eve, they have zero intentions of releasing a single-player-only version of Escape from Tarkov. Like, you could maybe go off of when the full game is released and someone has released a mod that makes it single-player. But an official version, there will not be. It was never designed to be a single-player game, even from the very beginning. Shooting fucking trees at people. 3 flag bearers, they could be yours for 420 channel points. Most kills going to myself with 4. Second place to El Canadiano with 2. Third to Murder SH with 1. Most assists to El Canadiano with 1. No other assists picked up. Going random on the flag bearers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. El Canadiano with the flag bearers. Doesn't mean it wouldn't be better if it was for you. That's true, and that's fair. Have you checked out Chernobylite yet, Eve? That game actually went 1.0 release recently, but I haven't actually personally checked it out yet. Own it and got it downloaded, but haven't tried it. All right. That game looks pretty damn good. Oh, I need to... Enjoy your scav run. Good luck.
Last. Level that you need.
So if you're trying to be super efficient, as good as possible, trying to buy those cheaper guns that need repairs so you can sell them to mechanic defense for a good price, you're still going to be looking at a total cost of 2 million rubles. And this cost grows significantly if you decided to go beyond that 10,000 ruble mark, because I did the math on a separate test for if I bought guns that were 15,000 or less, and it triples the cost. Well, triples the loss, however you want to phrase it, however you want to look at it. Instead of the skill points costing around 375 points, they were costing about like 950. So you'd be looking at a cost of like 5 million total if you just kept buying guns at 5 million, I think I just said 15. Anyway, 5 million total if you bought guns that were 15k or less instead of 10k or less. Obviously, the cheaper you can buy the guns, the better off you're going to. But now the question is it worth it? Is there any actual benefit that is meaningful to having maxed weapon durability skill? And the answer is
durability
skill. And the answer is maybe, but not really. There's a very specific niche situation that you might see a benefit of this. And we're going to break this into the two different halves of the benefit the skill provides. The first is the active wear that you get while firing a gun. At max level, it reduces that wear you get from shooting any type of bullet, no matter what your dust cover, your suppressor, whatever you have on the gun, it reduces that by 50%. And this doesn't make a large amount of difference because durability is in a state right now where it just doesn't matter until you get a gun really, really damaged. If you're going to be shooting a gun, and let's say you fire and you brought in a mutant with, you're trying to be landmarked with 500 rounds strapped to you, and you shoot them all, and you shot your mutant down to fucking 77 durability, 78 durability, 22 skill points, right? This is going to reduce that by half. So instead of being at 78, you're going to be at 89 durability at the end of all of those bullets. But the reality is that from other testing that we've seen, those two durability numbers are effectively the same in terms of what they do. The durability doesn't start to matter. I can't remember if it's at 50 or 60. I want to say it's at 60. Once you get below 60, you're now in a different category of durability to where you'll see larger amounts of misfires, you'll have a more significant penalty to your accuracy, but that's so small. And most of the time in a single raid, you're not going to get a gun's durability down below that 60 mark if you started at 100. Now, there are a couple small, potentially unique exceptions to this. One, if you're very forgetful
forget to repair your gun or something like that, it'll give you more of like a buffer zone on that. And then there's, of course, submachine guns. Potentially unique exceptions to this. One, if you're a very forgetful person, forget to repair your gun or something like that, it'll give you more of like a buffer zone on that. And then there's, of course, there was pictures of vectors in here, wasn't there? I just swore there was a good picture of a vector. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Speaking of the 50 BMG, I will use those two. machine guns, SMGs, things like the MP5, the MPX, the Vector, things on them that are increasing
durability for such as suppressors, and if you're firing high-powered bullets such as AP6.3 or PvP, which used to be known as 731. If you're firing those through it, you'll burn through a lot of durability, and this might actually make a difference for you, but even then, it's super gonna just be like very narrow on whether this ever actually has any impact on your gameplay whatsoever at all. Because unfortunately, one of those two, depending on your perspective, the difference
between.
How long is this currently? A minute? $15, $13. Not quite a minute, but whatever.
Small change in the
accuracy of your gun, but otherwise, in terms of like the chances of misfires, we have seen and have had proven by other people who are in the test that there is zero difference between those guns in terms of what your chances of misfire are until you get significantly more broken. But now, the other half, which is the perfect repair, or if you're at higher levels, the less penalty on repair. So we'll talk about the perfect repair of you have a 100 durability gun, and no matter what, it always repairs up to 100 durability. This is cool, but the problem is I don't know how often you will ever see this feel like it actually matters in the long term. Because here's the problem. One, as we just talked about with the active firing, guns don't wear out that fast, and that's one part of it. The other part is that it does let you keep guns in pristine condition, but you also have to keep the gun, and this is Tarkov.
I need one more, like, good picture. What do you got for me, BSG? Yeah, give me that picture of a disassembled Scar. What? There you go. Oh, I need to use the bathroom. I will be right back.
Okay. Let's finish editing this video.
Talked about with the active firing, guns don't wear out that fast, and that's one part of it. The other part is that it does let you keep guns in pristine condition, but you also have to keep the gun. And this is part of you die. And oftentimes you can insure a gun, and sometimes you get it back on insurance, right? Sometimes. But oftentimes if you die, unless you had a friend there to protect your body or carry the gun out for you or throw it in the water or a bush, the gun's gone. And so most of the time, you might be able to shoot a gun down to, we'll say, at best, 75 durability from 100, right? And that's if you don't repair it, you had 2 or 3 good raids where you were just emptying bullets, right? And then you die, and someone takes your gun, and then it doesn't matter that you could repair it from 75 to out of 100 to 100 out of 100 because the gun's gone. It's a cool benefit, but I don't see it ever actually mattering. And the entire skill, I only really see mattering at all in that very niche circumstance that we described, talking about SMGs, or maybe if you're using something like if you're throwing MIAAPs out of a mutant instead of 7.62 PPs, or if you're like throwing like SSAAP out of like an HK instead of just using 855A1. But these are such small, unique circumstances, and even then, it's still just not going to make that big of a difference. I can't personally really recommend grinding this weapon maintenance skill unless you're like me and just wanted to. But it is there. It's not difficult. It just takes a little bit of time. If you go into the flea market, buy those guns that are 10K or less that can be repaired after a raid, repair them all, sell them all, ready up, go for another raid. When you come back, people will raid a bunch of scavs and put those guns up on the flea market again. It's really easy to grind, and you can do it with pretty minimal loss. And whether the benefits are there is kind of up to you. But thank you for watching the video to this point. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We do stream Escape from Tarkov every Tuesday for Tarkov Tuesday, and I hope to see you there. We also stream 3 other days a week on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and we're actually streaming right now while we're recording this video. So if that's something that interests you, please come and stop by. You're also welcome to carry on the conversation on Discord and Twitter, and there are links to everything that I talked about down in the...
Okay. I need this. Copy that. Go to this. Go to this. Bam. Media browser, outro sequence. Oh. And enjoy. Is it cross dissolve that I want on these?
Grinding this weapon maintenance skill unless you're like me.
Yeah.
Talking about, as well as showing a guide to how to grind up your weapon maintenance skill and whether that's actually worth it or not. So weapon maintenance is right, and in terms of what it does as you get more levels in it, it does two things. The first is it reduces the amount of durability loss you get when you fire a gun. Weapon durability skill, and the answer is maybe. All right.
Nice. We need to go into here. No, not in there. In here. Final video is 20 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. Welcome back. How did the scav run go? Did you make all the muns? You loaded in with a labs key card, a LED-X, and found a graphics card, and you got 1.5 mil of the 3 mil you needed, right? I survived and not much else. 2 motors, a Sur 12 car battery, OFZ shell, 2 water filters, had a mustache, and over 50 durability. That's pretty good. I'll have to move that stuff into here. Oh well. Do it later. By keeping the motors, I would have gained 150, 200k depending on what I keep or sell. Yeah, solid. Surviving a bit of money is already a good day in Tarkov. That is how you spell the word maintenance, right? Maintenance. M-A-I-N-T-E-N-A-N-C-E. Yes, that is how you spell maintenance. Honestly, it's one of those words I always fuck up. Me too. Me too. That's why I Googled to double check, because it is specifically this E in the middle and this A on the other, the E and the A on the other side of the ends. Sometimes I put 2 E's, sometimes it's 2 A's, sometimes they're swapped. It's those two vowels. I'm like, I don't fucking know. You think maintenance? I see. I can see that one too. That one, that honestly makes even more sense than the way that it's spelled. Like, that makes more sense than the way that it's spelled already. So, you know, I'm with you on that. $90K without flea. We'll see after everything else sells. Right on.
The world has been broke down. The world is just announced. Final time is now. The final time to bounce. But I will not get down. For you can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you.
Sells 106k almost on the dot. Not even enough for one of the lions I need. Yeah, I don't know what lions are at now. $310k. At least they went down. Those need to be listed at 345. Some that just dumped the price. Yeah. Ugh. What am I going to put on this other side? A gun?
The world has been broke down. The world is just announced. Final time is now. The final time to bow.
Damn it, BSG. You put slash S in one of your official Instagram posts.
Awakening is clear.
I respect it. I respect it.
I could show you how to fight.
I want this picture. If you're very desperate, you could sell some termite or GPUs. What do you hold on to the thermite for? Just out of complete curiosity. For the price to rise? What is it at right now? $55K, but some are dumping it to 50. I would be pretty surprised, honestly, if it got too much higher than that. The highest it ever really got last wipe was like 100K. But that was also when you were able to make much more profit off the ammo crafts because you were able to craft more ammo per craft. Like, it takes so much longer to craft bullets now, and you get less bullets than before. I'd also need to see what bullets the craft... What bullets thermite is used to craft as well. Because I admittedly forget which all ones it's involved with. Any other gaps that I missed? I don't think so. Thought most people bought thermite for the trade for ammo boxes? Absolutely not. No. It is primarily for crafting ammunition. I don't know anyone that, once they have access to the flea market, uses the ammo box trade, because it's so much cheaper to just buy the ammo boxes than doing the barter trade for it. M995 and PvP. That's the two that my brain offered. Was those two. I wasn't sure if there was any others though. There we go. Select another location. I select the location when I hit export. What? Okay, so you did an update, and I don't... Where do I choose where it's exporting to? It normally appeared, can't export to this location. Please select another location. Where do I choose the location from? You piece of shit. The fuck? Alright, we're just gonna close you. We'll just reopen you and see if that fixes you. But yeah, I don't know any, like, outside of before you have the flea market, I don't know anyone who uses the thermite trade for ammo cases. Because you can just buy them straight from the flea market for relatively the same price as the barter trade, if not cheaper. You also get given a lot from quest rewards. You can also find them in marked rooms. The only thing that I know people use thermite for is the actual craft for ammunition, which most people that I have talked to aren't doing too many of the M995s or the PBB crafts. Most people that are crafting ammunition for money are crafting 7.62 BP because it's such a cheap craft, and so many people are buying the ammo because the mutant's still really good. Can I have Photoshop? Yeah, last wipe, because it crafted M995 and the HK was the king of last wipe using M995, thermite was going for 100k a piece, and you needed 2 of them to craft the M995s. But now, with the changes that they've made, I've not seen many people trying to go... many people trying to go for the M995 craft or using the HK, and if they do, they haven't even been using M995, they've been using 855A1. I will run the battle in just a moment. I just want to try and save my frickin' thumbnail. You're not giving me an option of choosing where to save it to. Select a location, another location to continue. Where the fuck do I select the location? Every single time before I have ever used this program, you ask me where to save it when I hit the export button. Last updated August 19th, 3 days ago. What the fuck did you change? Can't export to this location. Select another location to continue. After further testing, it is only paths that include a hashtag at the start of the folder you're exporting to, because that error message to be displayed in folders that contain an exclamation point somewhere in them to cause weird behavior. So since the folder that it's in is number 3 in the middle, that's what's causing it. Oh, God, you're stupid.
When the night is over, my life is over. 'Cause I start thinking again about our time together.
So because there's a number 3 in it is why it's not saving. Or the pound sign, the hash symbol, whatever you want to call it. That's why it's not saving. Holy shit. That is so fucking stupid. Wait, where did this come from? It saved it fucking somewhere, because this is the thumbnail right here. I didn't save that, though. Jesus Christ, that is stupid as shit. Stupid as shit. Alright, anyway, let's run this final battle, y'all. Let's run this final battle. Then we'll get out of here. And then I'm gonna go eat some lunch. And then I'm gonna clean the bathrooms in my house. And then I'm gonna play some video games afterwards. That is what's on my agenda. Oh, I also... that's not true. There's something else on my agenda. Hold up. Hold up. Who is going to town up here? Glinko! Glinko, no! Oh. Alright, we have 2 barbarians and 1 barbarian, either which could be yours for 420 channel points. Going random. Armando Canelones and James Bond double. Then we'll be here on probably not Tuesday, probably Thursday. All right, we're gonna get out of here, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out while we recorded and edited some video footages and ran some stream raiders. Let me see if anyone's streaming. Let me see if anyone is doing the streamy streams. Aha!
And there is so much dive.
Hush! Don't play just because I came to the website. Gah. Alright, we're going to go raid a friend of ours. We're going to go raid Napalm Trees. They've raided us before on Power Couple. We're going to repay the favor to them. When I do raids, I don't normally hang out very long, and you don't have to either. I definitely see raids as more of something to interact between streamers necessarily than the communities themselves. So, but anyway, normally I do stream on Tuesdays, but
My internet's been being dumb as shit, so they're supposed to come fix it on Tuesday, so I probably won't be here, so we'll be back on Thursday for Two Dead Dudes, playing Soulsian games, playing Neo 2 Complete Edition on the PlayStation 5. And that is it, everybody. I wish you all a good day. I don't know why those took so much out of me. I don't know why. It's because I'm out of shape. All right, anyway. I'm going to start this raid. We're going to go visit Napalm Trees. They're super cool. They're fun people. They're fun and friendly. Just tell them hello. If you want to hang out for a little bit, cool. If you don't, I understand. But I appreciate you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.